Feeling burnt out? Does it seem like the world keeps revolving while you sit still, paralyzed in a mental fog that relentlessly follows you around? Trust me, I've been there. And yeah, it sucks. But hopefully, this video will lighten up your mind a little and allow you to overcome that frustrating slump. So let's start at the root of the problem. Unlike what you may think, it doesn't all stem from the psychological workings of our brain. Rather, according to a 2005 study conducted by Lohr and Swartz, the issue at the heart of burnout can be summed up in two words: energy management. In order to properly operate, you need to have healthy sources of intellectual, emotional, and physical energy that lend themselves to clear, streamlined thinking patterns. Still confused? Well, let's take a look at a few examples. Poor sleep quality has been empirically shown to precede symptoms of burnout and also deplete memory, a key staple of the intellectual energy that we discussed earlier. Additionally, several research efforts have stumbled upon some really revealing conclusions. Even 5 minutes of mindfulness in the evening drastically improved the sleep performance of participants, and a study conducted by Kave and colleagues demonstrated that executives who did just 2 sessions of cardiovascular exercise and 1 session of strength training for 30 minutes or more had significantly elevated physical energy. But what about that final, confusingly vague category, emotional energy? How do you quantify it, and what characteristics or behaviors are reliably predictive of emotional well-being? There isn't necessarily a clear answer to these questions, but here are some hypotheses being put forward by the scientific community. Whether it be annoying coworkers or general dissatisfaction, an unpleasant work culture is oftentimes the cause of burnout. To address this constant source of disappointment and anger, what can really be done? After all, isn't the task of making these improvements up to the company's jurisdiction and incentive? While that is partly true, you can change things. Try discussing specific concerns with your supervisor, or even start up an initiative of your own. It can be something as simple as holding a weekly mental health check-in with coworkers, a convenient reminder that maybe you aren't going through this alone. To escape this drag you're in, it's important to realize that when it comes down to it, everything is temporary. From the clothes you wear to the way you look, nothing is etched into stone, irreversibly assigned to its fate. Finding those small pockets of mindful, self-aware action can make a change quicker than you would ever expect. If you're like me and find it really hard to focus, just try taking 5 deep breaths and closing your eyes. Frequently exploring nature can also freshen your perspective, enabling you to escape that unmistakable feeling of numbness and apathy. And as I mentioned earlier, don't hesitate to get active, even if it's just doing a few push-ups or taking some minutes to be at peace with nature. I hope this advice has been helpful. If you take away anything from this video, it's that you're not dealing with these thoughts and emotions alone. There's millions of us struggling with burnout every day. All it takes is a renewed perspective, a step outside, and a complete breath to start moving in the right direction. I know my channel doesn't usually post this style of content, but I also recognize that burnout is particularly common in the tech industry. So, for all my fellow geeks and nerds out there, we got this. If you made it this far and enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more content. I'm super passionate about applying technology to affect social good and widespread public impact, so getting more enthusiasts on board with that mission would be awesome. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.